Hello, today I will review Kaspa, which according to many OGs in the crypto space is the new Bitcoin. So what makes Kaspa so special? Kaspa is layer 1 proof of work chain, so the same as Bitcoin, but here comes the main difference. Kaspa is the first cryptocurrency that implements block DAG. DAG stands for Direct Acyclic Graph and it enables parallel blocks. That means, unlike Bitcoin, where a new block is being generated in a linear way each 10 minutes, on Kaspa blocks are ordered in parallel. And here you can see how block DAG on Kaspa works. This is Kaspa's testnet. Blocks are ordered and generated in parallel. Currently 10 blocks are being generated on Kaspa's testnet. Each little square is a new block with 400 transactions, and those lines is the connection between blocks. So this structure of blocks that are being ordered in parallel is what makes Kaspa hundreds times more scalable than Bitcoin. Currently on the mainnet, Kaspa produces 1 block per second. The capacity in a block is 400 transactions. On the testnet there are 10 blocks per second, which means in future there will be 4000 confirmed transactions per second on Kaspa. So once there is 10 blocks per second on Kaspa's mainnet next year, Kaspa's scalability will match scalability of payment cards like MasterCard and Visa. That means Kaspa is the first proof of work network that will offer user experience at the same level as these payment cards, while maintaining decentralization and security of Bitcoin. That's why Kaspa is the first crypto that truly solves the blockchain trilemma. The endgame for Kaspa is to truly serve as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, because with 4000 confirmed transactions each second, it will be ready to be used in shops for day-to-day payments. Also because hardware requirements and all initial costs for running Kaspa node are much smaller than on Bitcoin, Kaspa has the potential to be much more decentralized than Bitcoin, because basically anyone can run a Kaspa node on a hardware that costs only a few $100s. The founder of Kaspa is Jonathan Sompolinsky, Israeli computer scientist and postdoc at Harvard University. Some of Jonathan's papers are cited in the Ethereum white paper, which shows he is one of the very first OGs in the crypto space. Sompolinsky has been a part of the early Bitcoin dev community, specifically one of the core contributors to Bitcoin security. He even wrote this first academic security paper on Bitcoin. So all this shows you that Kaspa was developed by one of the smartest people in crypto industry. As Bitcoin OG, Sompolinsky originally attempted to solve Bitcoin's challenges such as scalability and transaction speed, but then he moved on, founded DAG Labs, a company dedicated to scaling crypto platforms, and started building Kaspa, which aims to finally solve the blockchain trilemma and serve as a true peer-to-peer electronic cash system as Bitcoin initially intended. Kaspa launched in 2021, there were no pre-mined Kaspa coins, no pre-sales, and also no coins allocations. So all Kaspa coins that got into circulations have been mined as rewards for Kaspa miners, just like Bitcoin. So there are no VCs behind Kaspa, no future Kaspa coins unlocks. Kaspa is 100% decentralized, open source, and solely managed by its community, again just like Bitcoin. There is roughly 5% reduction in rewards for Kaspa miners each month, which means there is a halving on Kaspa each year. Up to this moment, 25.1 billion Kaspa coins have been mined, which is 87.5% of the maximum Kaspa supply. So most of the coins have already been mined and only 12.5% are left, which should have a positive impact on Kaspa future price appreciation, as the circulating supply will increase only very slowly, just like Bitcoin. Kaspa is currently trading between 11 to 12 cents, FDV is $3.24 billion, market cap is 2.8 billion, which makes Kaspa 32nd largest cryptocurrency. Kaspa's all-time high was almost 21 cents back in August. Since then, Kaspa has been in a pretty harsh correction, dropping around 50% from its all-time high. Clearly, there is a strong support between 10 to 11 cents, so I'm planning to accumulate more Kaspa around these levels. Currently, Kaspa is trading at the same price where it was back in December last year, so in my opinion a very decent entry price in case you believe an alt season begins next year. As for the future, many big upgrades are coming for Kaspa next year. Around Q1 and Q2, Kaspa will undergo the Crescendo hard fork. Crescendo will bring Kaspa from the current 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second, increasing its scalability by 10x and also increasing its throughput to 4,000 transactions per second. Also, sometime within the next year, Kaspa will implement ZK rollups for smart contracts platforms, DeFi and Layer 2 applications. And perhaps the biggest milestone for Kaspa to date will be when Kaspa receives the Dark Knight upgrade by the end of the next year. Dark Knight upgrade will allow Kaspa to self-adjust to real-time latency, which is supposed to be a true breakthrough in the blockchain industry and will probably be a true game changer for Kaspa, driving mass institutional adoption. To conclude, given Kaspa has experienced a massive correction this year, and considering many game-changing upgrades that are coming next year, reasonable current FDV, and the fact that as much as 87% of the maximum supply have already been mined, I view Kaspa as a very promising coin with a very favorable risk-to-reward ratio. So be sure to not fade Kaspa because you might miss out something big. Till next time.